Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Molly, and today we are going to be filming my December wrap-up. I also just want to give you guys a heads up that I probably won't be filming a favorites of 2017 just because I feel like I should also film a worst books of 2017, and I honestly didn't read any books that I really genuinely disliked. I read a lot of really good books this year, and I mean, if I didn't like a book, I probably didn't finish it or didn't get very far in. I probably won't unless you guys really want to know what my favorite reads were. I'll do it, but it'll be late, and I hope you guys are okay with that. That's up to you though. So just let me know in the comments down below if you really want to see my favorites. For December, I read 4 books this month, which tends to be a theme going on. I could apparently only read 4 books a month because I just can't find more books to enjoy because I keep picking up a book and being like, nah, I'm not in the mood for it, so I have to put it down. It's a struggle. So the first book I read this month was The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. I started this at the end of November and I finished it this month. Oh my god, guys, this book was beautiful. Oh, I was worried that it might not live up to the hype for me, but oh my gosh, it lived up to the hype so good. This book made me cry. And so it's really cool that it's narrated by death, so it gives a good excuse to see other people's points of view and travel other places. But death spoils you for the ending, and I was not okay. Death said it, and I didn't cry or anything, but I was not okay with the ending of what was happening. And then it happened, and I knew it was gonna happen, but I was not okay. And this book got me in tears. It got me. But I'm super in love with World War II type stuff. So it was really cool to get another view on World War II and the Holocaust and all of that, and see another side of it instead of just through the Jew standpoint or something like that. I'd never heard of I forgot the concentration camp in here. I forgot the name of it. It was started with a D, but it was really cool. I never heard of that one. I just usually remember Auschwitz because that's the big one. But I gave this book a 5 out of 5 stars. Love it. Highly recommend. Even if you don't like historical fiction, I would highly recommend. The next book I read, which kind of would go into my November book haul, which I am so excited about, is The Outsiders, the 50th anniversary edition. Guys, this is my favorite book of all time, and I had no idea. I can't believe it's been 60 years since this book has been published. And this is the special Barnes & Noble edition, and it feels like a leather jacket, and you can feel the button, and you can feel the zipper. And on the back it says "Stay Gold." And on the inside it's got a bunch of quotes. It's got, "I lie to myself all the time, but I never believe me. We gotta get even with the socials for Johnny. We saw the same sunset. Stay gold, pony boy, stay gold. Things are rough all over. And if we don't have each other, we don't have anything." It's so beautiful. And I mean, of course I had to read it. I had to, christen this my favorite book of all time. And it's got a bunch of extra content. It's got stories from the actors about working there. And for a while I was like, where's Patrick Swayze? I love Patrick Swayze. And then I realized Patrick Swayze's dead. Yeah. But it's got special pictures that only S.E. Hinton has. It's got all the covers of the book and all the languages, if I can find it. And so here are all the this is the original cover, guys. This is crazy. And this is the one I read in 7th grade, and this is the one I have. And I have this one too. And then it's got all these different languages. It's so cool. I'm in love with it. And obviously, of course, I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I love this book. It was so weird rereading it. I haven't reread it for a couple years. and I had just watched the movie because my grandparents have never seen it or read the book. So we watched it with them, and then I read the book like the next day. And I was so shocked at how much like I didn't remember having, like, this isn't gonna spoil or anything, but like they're like in the South-ish and they're really into like rodeos and stuff, and I totally forgot that because it's not mentioned at all in the book. Like, it's kind of, it builds their character, but like it's not like super important to the story. But it was just so crazy how much I had forgotten about like my all-time favorite book, and how much more often I need to reread this book so I can remember every single scene. But I'm so happy I actually have this in a hardback, because like they don't sell hardbacks. Now I have the beautiful 50th anniversary. I was gonna get a tattoo for it, but then I went to the tattoo place and the one I wanted was too small. I wanted to get it like right here, like this big, but the guy said it was gonna have to be this big instead, which I don't really want that right there. So I haven't decided yet where I'm gonna get it now. It was gonna be super cute. It was gonna be for the Hunger Games and The Outsiders, my two favorite books, most impactful books in my life. It was gonna be stay gold with a gold arrow underneath it. So I was thinking I could get it here that big, or I could get it like on my calf. I haven't decided yet. Let me know down below which spot you guys like better. And the next book I read, which I honestly didn't think I was gonna get to this year because I'm not big on contemporaries usually, but I read Love at First Sight by Josh Sundquist. I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars, I believe. It was super cute, super funny. So this book is about a boy named Will. He's blind, was born blind, and he starts at this new school, and it's a regular school. So he was going to a blind school, so now he's going to a regular school and learning all this new stuff. It was just so cool because I loved the way that Josh Sundquist had actually like done his research on like blind people coming sighted again, and how when, okay, obviously like it says on the back that he's gonna have an operation to get his sight back. So if you don't really want to hear this like spoiler, but I mean like kind of obviously it's gonna happen, probably when I put the book down, if you don't want to hear these spoilers. So when he gets the operation to get his sight, someone would probably expect them to be, oh wow, I can see everything in perfect color again, like wow, this is so cool, like I can see your face, I can see books and stuff. But how it actually is not like that, and I really appreciate the fact that he made it realistic. So like when you get your eyesight back, it's basically like being a baby. Like you can see blobs, you can't like make out shapes, you don't have depth perception. So he was like having a hard time seeing, like he would have to have things like this close to his face to be able to see it. And he was like learning colors, like he didn't know colors he's never seen before, and then like his parents were trying to get him to know like things in the house, and his mom was like holding it up, and he didn't know what it was until he touched it, because obviously he can't recognize something from seeing it, he has to touch it, because that's how he's learned to do things his whole life, which I think is so cool that he like made it so realistic, even though like he's not blind himself. So like I really appreciated that. It was super fun read, super cute romance in it. Oh, and it was not insta-lovey at all. I so appreciate that. But I mean, it was a little, I don't necessarily know how long this book took place over, but I think it took place over like the 9 months. But I mean, the love kind of escalated a little quickly. But other than that, it was so fun. I love this book. And the last book that I read this month was, technically, it was another reread. This was on my books I want to reread. And of course, I gave it 5 stars. I love this book. I totally forgot a lot of stuff in this book too. So crazy how like you just forget so much. Like I forgot what happened with the Englander, and I forgot how late Wendy came in. Like dang guys, Forgot a lot, but it was super good. So those are all the books I read this month. So I do have a special announcement. So I have teamed up with some booktube friends. Most of them I actually didn't meet before this. So me, Life of Books, Queen of the Books, Lauren Ann Reads, and In a Bookshell have teamed up to make a book club called Between Words Book Club. I'll link all of their channels down below. I do know that Queen of the Books has taken a break because of school or something like that. And our January book of the month is Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth. Right, she's the one that wrote, yeah. So same author as Divergent. I really hope that this is better because I liked Divergent, I just didn't like the other ones. It started off really great with Divergent and then just went downhill. Let's find out what this book's about. Let's just read the back. Let's not even read the synopsis. I'm intrigued in the back. You assume I'm brutal because that's what you've heard, I said. Well, what about what I've heard about you? Are you thin-skinned, a coward, a fool? You're a Novak, he said stubbornly, folding his arms. Brutality is in your blood. I didn't choose the blood that runs in my veins, I replied. Any more than you chose your fate. You and I, we've become what we were made to become. Dang, that sounds interesting. So, I'm gonna go into this not knowing very much. I'm sorry if you wanted to know. But it looks like it's a dual perspective. On here, it's got two names, Syra and Akos. I'm hoping I'm saying those right. Or Akos? Akos. But the first chapter says Akos. I'll go with Akos. I like Akos. So I'm guessing it's like the last book in Divergent where it switches between perspectives. But I really like the cover. Oh my gosh, I need to show you the book naked. It's beautiful. Oh, you can't even see it. Can you even see it? Ooh, this lighting though. Ooh, this is a great look for me, guys. It's so beautiful. This is engraved on the front. It's like, isn't it beautiful? I'm excited. I'm excited to have been asked to join this book club. I feel so honored. So that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!